Good morning, guys. It's Rose from Rewritten Vintage Journal. So this morning, my big bright idea, and if you know me, I kind of just get up and go full tilt, was to print on transparency films. So I tried it years ago, and I do not have a laser printer, and I think that the reason why it never worked is because it was for laser printers. So I went to my thrift store and I found these, and it got my head thinking, okay, well, that's probably the problem because these are specially made for HP inkjet transparency films for an inkjet printer. So I said, okay, and we're going to try it. If your photo has text in it, you have to either get on like a program like Microsoft Paint or something and flip it backwards, or in your print settings, like I have an iMac, so in my print setting there is under layout you can flip it horizontally and it'll flip it, because what we are going to do is on these transparency films there's a glossy side, which is that, and then we have a rough side, and so we're gonna print on the rough side, but we want to use the image on the glossy side, if that makes sense. And I guess the reason why they have these little strips is because our printers are so highly technical that they have sensors in there, and they can tell if there's paper in it or not. So it would never print just on a glossy sheet or sometimes vellum, because the printer thinks that there's no paper in there. So they put these strips down there. I didn't do that, and it still wouldn't work. So if you can see that, it would only do a little tiny bit and it would stop. So I tried it again and it would get caught. There would be no error, no paper jam or nothing like that. But as you can see, maybe not, you cannot see. You can see where the drag marks where I had to drag that back out of my printer. And I hate doing that because I don't want to ruin my printer. And here you see, there it is again. It would go so far and it would stop. And there's the text that I wanted to kind of get. And so I went to trusty Google, and this is the solution that I had come up with, which I did it and it works great. So you run a strip of masking tape on the back side. So you want to run that on your glossy side, because you're going to put it in your printer on the rough side, and then the sensors think that there's paper back there and it run it through. So there's my image. Not a problem. And so I'm actually going to take the masking tape off. Let's see if there we go. That's a little bit better. Take the masking tape off, and there I'm going to use it on the glossy side, and my text is the proper way. So I hope this helps, guys. I'm going to be printing up a storm on transparencies, and thanks for watching. Hope it helps, and have a great day. Bye.